Hey there, folks. Another random rambling video here. Today we're talking about the Ghost of Salami, or what the hell is this game? Skyrim, Elden Ring? I don't know. I don't play video games. Okay, anyway, now that stupid opening bit is out of the way, Ghost of Yote. Again, this is the random rambling video, so this is going to be kind of like just first impressions, I say, even though I have like 15 hours in the game. Speaking of that, though, this game is massive. I have 15 hours in it, and I'm only just getting to the second area. Granted, I'm a completionist and going for the Platinum Trophy. If I sat down and just did all the story quests, I'd probably be close to finished already, but like, I don't know. I want to get the Platinum, so I have to experience the whole thing. This game, if you played Ghost of Tsushima and you like that, you're gonna like this. You know, people on the internet are like, this is not that good a game. And I'm not trying to disrespect those people. We're all entitled to our own opinions, but like, yeah, it's literally just more Ghost of Tsushima with a new protagonist and guns now, apparently. Like, I haven't gotten the gun yet, but in the trailer, you know, Atsu has the gun, and I'll probably get that eventually. But I just want to do my little first impressions thing so far. From my experience, again, it's really just more Ghost of Tsushima. Running around, the same combat system, you get the horse with the exploring the area, and I'm gonna be honest though, I think I actually prefer, I think I prefer this area, like, the area around Mount Yote, more than the area in Ghost of Tsushima. Like, Tsushima was fine, like, it had some pretty decent environments, but, I don't know, it just looks a lot prettier in this game. Like, and Mount Yote itself, like, eventually you climb the whole... It's honestly kind of a platforming gauntlet, climbing Mount Yote. That was super fun. And, you know, the game doesn't convey it to you, but you have the grapple hook from Tsushima with you at the start of the game, and I didn't realize that, so when I accidentally jump off a cliff and I see, like, the... What is it, the R2 thing? I'm like, shit. I had to panic, and I'm like, I have the grappler this whole time? But, you know, the story, bad guys kill Atsu's parents... she come back like 16 years later after running away for revenge. Go. So far I've only killed the... What the hell was the one that I killed? The snake, I think? Was it the snake or the spider? One of them. Whatever one is the tutorial, because one of the main bosses of this game is the tutorial, which... I've got a 50-50 on it, honestly, because, like... Again, that's like one of the main people she wants to kill, so that could have been its own boss fight, but this game is already massive. But, yeah, I killed the snake. I'm going to say the snake. It might be the spider. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Yeah, I've still got the rest of them. What is it? The kitsune, the oni, the spider, the whatever the hell the rest of them are. And then that Saito guy. Yeah, I'm not even close to finding any of them. Because I keep getting sidetracked. Because, again, this world, massive. So much shit to do. So many side quests. So many collectibles. So many... bounties, because that's a new thing in this game too, a new set of side quests, the bounties, and these basically serve as like a handful of mini boss fights, and I actually like these a lot more than the Ronin fights in Ghost of Tsushima, because like, I don't know, the Ronins, they were all kind of, they all felt really similar to each other, but like each bounty has its own separate story. Like there's this guy like who's like bear, who calls himself like Bear Claw or something, and it turns out he's using a bear to attack people that are coming after him, and then he just finishes them off, and I thought that was cool. One that really blew my mind, because like some of these, they have really good stories. Like there's a guy who has like a demonic powered flute or something that makes beautiful music, but like he has to keep killing in order to make the flute work, and it was just, I don't know, the story of it, like, once you complete the bounty, you know, he's like, you know what, you beat me, but before you kill me, can I play one more song? And you actually pull out your little, what the hell is it called, shamisen, that little guitar-looking thing, and you play with him, and he dies after he finishes the song. You don't even get to kill him. He dies on his own. And Atsu respects it. Like, yeah, he did terrible shit, but she goes out of her way to bury him and leave a grave and take his stuff, because that's how the bounties work, but I don't know, I just feel like, in terms of the bosses, or the mini-bosses in this game, they handled it so much better than Tsushima. What else? There was one segment where you could actually do hand-to-hand combat, too. Like, Atsu fights off a drunk Ronin, and he's like, if you beat me in a fist fight, I'll give you information and money. So yeah, for like one fight, maybe there's more later on in the game, but I haven't gotten to them yet. But yeah, for one whole fight, you get to fight with your bare hands. This is proof that Atsu could be in Tekken. John Bandai Namco guy put Atsu in Tekken. I don't know how realistic that'd be, but it'd be funny. Let Atsu fight a bear without using her swords. What else? I guess something to talk about would be the weapon system. In Ghost of Tsushima, you had to observe the enemy generals, and you'd unlock different stances, and this is how you combat different weapons. Like if enemy, what'd you fight in that game? I think it was the Mongolians. Enemy soldiers had different weapons. You change the stance, and that's how you break their guard faster. In Yote, you get different weapons. You start off with just the regular katana, then you get the dual katanas, you get a spear, you get a broadsword. I think there's like one of those things where it's like a sickle attached to a rope that you swing around like that. I think that's one of the weapons. I haven't gotten that one yet. It might even be the only one I'm missing now that I think about it, but yeah. There's a lot more weapon variety in this game, and it's basically a way to replace the stances of Jin from Ghost of Tsushima, and I think I might actually prefer Jin's stances just because it was a lot simpler, because with this there's like a whole weapons strengths and weaknesses thing you gotta memorize, and there have been times where I try to switch to, I'm trying to panic and switch to the right weapon, and I don't, but you can dodge as much as you want in this game, so combat isn't necessarily too, actually it can get pretty hectic, but again, you can dodge as much as you want. And there's just a lot of thinking on your feet. Like, you have to be there's a lot of quick reflexes in this game compared to Tsushima, even though they both share similar combat. You can block, you can do the heavy strike to break opponents' guards, you can parry, you have to dodge roll if the attack flashes red. Although I'm pretty sure this is unique to Yote. I haven't played Tsushima in a very long time. But in Yote, as well as attacks that flash blue and red, there are new attacks that flash yellow, and if you don't counter them, you actually get your weapons knocked out of your hands, and you're defenseless, so you have to run and pick them up, and the enemies are going to be on your ass trying to get you. I thought that was actually pretty cool, because it gives you another sense of danger, like, obviously you have the red flashing attacks that are unparryable, so you have to dodge roll, but like if you get your weapons knocked out of your hands, you're kind of boned until you can get them back. I don't know. Overall, I actually do want to make a video where I compare and see which one I like better, because again, I don't know the full discourse online about this game, but from what I've seen, some people are like, they should have just continued Jin Sakai's story, which I agree with. I want Ghost of Tsushima 2. I want to see what happens, and to my knowledge, there is a little, like, wink and nod to him in Yote. I haven't found it yet, but like it was one of the first things that came out when the game came out. I was like, ooh, what happened to Jin between Yote? So thanks for the spoilers, dicks. Game journalist, man, I tell you what. I'm gonna also assume there's a tribute to Sly Cooper in this game, like there was in Ghost of Tsushima, which continues the trend of Sucker Punch doing anything with Sly Cooper except a game. I'm not sad, I promise. But yeah, if this seems like I'm kind of rambling, again, like random ramblings, these are my unscripted, just general thoughts, whatever the hell pops in my head. But again, I want to make sure I emphasize this. Ghost of Yote, it's a good game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Granted, I got Sonic Racing Cross Worlds after Ghost of Yote, and that took all of my attention, but in that game, all I have left to do are the trophies that involve grinding those stupid Donta tickets, which I might not even do, because you need like 30,000 to get everything in the shop. I don't want to do that, so pretty soon I'm probably going to get back to doing Ghost of Yote, and again, I want to make Mr. Mania Show episodes for all the big games I play, like in their game ranking spectacular, a couple games that I didn't mention, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, Metroid Prime 4, SpongeBob Titans in the Tide. Mr. Mania Show episodes will be coming for all of those games at some point, and Random Ramblings actually started with Kirby Air Riders, and I even did one on Metroid Prime 4, so I plan to do episodes like full-on scripted, more reviewy type videos for all of these games, and that includes Sonic Racing Cross World and Ghost of Yote. But I'm going to tell you this right now, Ghost of Yote is going to take a long time, because this is a game that I want to fully beat 100% and get the Platinum Trophy. There are trophies for doing New Game Plus, but like I'll do that on my own. I'm still thinking about how I want to do the core review episode on Ghost of Yote. If I should wait until I get the Platinum Trophy, or if I should just do it after I beat Story Mode. I'm probably going to do Story Mode, just because that's probably already going to take too much time. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick little video talking about my thoughts about the new Ghost of Yote game. And I'm going to be honest, I know I just bitched about them not doing Sly Cooper, and listen, if Sucker Punch announces their next game is Sly Cooper, or even somehow something infamous, I would be so happy. But at the same time, I kind of want the Ghost to become its own series. You know, technically it already has. We had Ghost of Tsushima, now Ghost of Yotei. By definition, the Ghost of insert name here is a series now. But give us a third game down the road. Take the Black Myth route. You know, we had Black Myth Wukong, and now we have another Black Myth game that's like completely different. That's actually, if anything, I think Ghost of Yotei was announced first, so they're copying that. But listen, the point is, I love more Ghost games down the road, and I hope the internet's reaction to Yotei doesn't impact that at all, because, again, I know I said this already, it's really just, a lot of it is just more of the same from Tsushima, and I do want Tsushima 2 at some point, but for what's here, there's enough new and uniqueness here that I think it definitely warrants it being like its own game, and I think most of the people online are blowing it a little out of proportion. But yeah, I guess that's my thoughts on Ghost of Yotei so far. Great game. If you're hesitant about it, I understand, but like if you played Tsushima and you liked it, or God forbid, you loved it, do yourself a favor, pick it up, start playing it. It's fun, you know, and here, you know what, I'm a physical collector, so buy it physically at GameStop, keep the receipt, start playing it, and if you think it sucks dick, then you can take it back and be like, hey, I don't like this game, can I get my refund? And, you know, maybe you'll be lucky to get $10, but you'll get some of your money back, as opposed to buying it digitally. And that's my jab at digital gaming. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei, I know I keep sounding like I'm going to wrap this up, and honestly, I'm just rambling at this point, hence the Random Ramblings saga that this is going to be part of, but Ghost of Yotei, great game so far. I'm looking forward to beating it, getting the platinum, and getting out a video eventually. It's going to be a long ways off, and I'm probably going to make a ton more scripted videos before that, and maybe even Random Ramblings videos. But yeah, I guess that's all my thoughts, so yeah. I'm going to go play Ghost of Yotei. Bye-bye.